A right-angled triangle. You've got three sides, and if you just pick one angle randomly, you have a side that's opposite it. That's fine. The hypotenuse is the side that's opposite the right angle. The opposite is the side opposite the angle you're referring to. And then adjacent means beside or next to. So that's the side. The adjacent is the side that's beside the angle that you're referring to. Let's do that. Okay, so name all three sides. So which side for the first one, which is hypotenuse, which is opposite, which is adjacent to the angle X?
Is opposite B.
So like you'd say like BC or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Opposite BC. Hypotenuse. That is just B.
Like in between what two letters?
A and B.
That one would be adjacent because it's beside or next to the X. The hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle.
Oh, okay.
So how about question 2?
Okay, on question 2, DE is the adjacent.
Yep.
DF is the hypotenuse.
Yep.
And EF is the opposite.
That's it. Okay, I think we're all right there. Okay, so for this one, for the first one, label the two sides that we're dealing with. So like the X and the 34. And it's in relation to the angle 64.
Okay. So, the X value. Okay. So, the opposite. Would it be ST?
Yep. So this is the opposite.
And the adjacent is SU.
That one is opposite the right angle.
Oh. So it'll be the hypotenuse.
Yeah. Okay. Try question 2.
Okay. So GH would be the adjacent. And HI would be.
So we don't need to do that because that's blank.
Oh, okay.
GI.
Oh, then GI is the hypotenuse.
Well done. How about question 3?
So is TU the hypotenuse?
Yep. Don't need to do that one though. It's blank.
Okay. So the opposite is TS.
No, opposite 65. What side is opposite 65?
US.
Yeah, so that's the opposite. It's opposite the angle. And so this 7 down here,
That 7 is the adjacent.
well done. And we'll do 4 last. This will be the last one. How about this?
Okay. So the opposite would be M and N.
Yep.
The adjacent would be M and O.
Yep, but we don't need to worry about that one.
Okay. So, and O and N is the hypotenuse.
Yeah, so that's 14, so that's like one of the ones we either know or we want. Let us see. Yes. Let me now go back to this thing. These are the 3 things we need. Whoops. So there's 3 formulas that we can use. The sine of an angle is maybe I'll just write the full names to begin with. So the sine of an angle is opposite over hypotenuse. The cosine of an angle is adjacent over hypotenuse, and the tangent of an angle is opposite over adjacent. And so you have to say, so the sine of an angle you use when you have opposite and hypotenuse and opposite, something like that. Cosine of an angle you would use if you know or you want the adjacent and the hypotenuse, or hypotenuse and adjacent. Tangent of an angle is to do with the opposite and adjacent and opposite. So question 1, would that be sine, cosine, or tangent of the angle?
Is that cosine?
Cosine is for adjacent and hypotenuse. We have opposite and hypotenuse. So which of the 3 uses opposite and hypotenuse?
Sine.
Yeah, and so that one is sine. Okay, question 2.
Okay. Is number 2 cosine?
Yeah. Number 3.
Tangent.
Yeah, and number 4.
Sine.
Well done. That's it. And so those will be the ones that you use there, and we'll use them in a second. Any questions about any of that?
No.
Okay. This stuff, we'll do this some other time. It's a bit weird. Yeah, this one. Okay, calculator. Try putting into your calculator questions 1, 2, and 3. So calculator, sine of 10. So it's this one here.
Okay.
You have your sine, cosine, and tan.
Okay, yeah, I've got it.
And what is it to 3 decimal places?
Um, 0.173.
Let me see. 0.17. I think it round to 0.174.
Oh yeah.
So that's 0.174. Okay, question 2.
Okay. Cosine 45. I got the square. For what I got, it was a square root of 2/2.
Nothing wrong with that. Square root of 2/2, and press SD for what it is as a decimal.
SD. Okay. It's 0.707.
7. And how about question 3?
That is 1.
1, great. Okay, let's try part D. 5 tan 45. So that's like 5x, 5 times x, 5 times tan 45. But you can just type in 5 tan 45 and it should work.
I got 5.
That one's 5. So let's try 4 sine 30.
I got 2.
Okay, that's fine. Let's try E, question 1. You might get an error when you try this one. Try it.
Okay. E minus 1.
Do you get an error?
No.
Go
It
on.
gave me an answer.
Go on.
I got 10.72.
10.72. Yeah, so you just close the bracket with that one. And with the other ones, you can get away with not closing the bracket. But with this one, you can't. 10.7. That rounds to 10.73.
Oh yeah.
It's very close. Okay, those are good. Okay, calculator exam question. Try this one.
Okay. I got error.
So press left. Did you get to keep most of the stuff?
Yeah, I kept it.
Let's see. So do you have square root and then fraction?
Yeah.
Did you close the bracket on the top?
No.
So after you type 60, then you have to close the bracket because it's 60 degrees and the +1 is separate. So it's not, so the 1 isn't in the bracket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you get?
I got 1.932.
Yay, well done. Okay. We got that one. That's it. Let's see. Wow. All right, try this one. And don't forget the brackets.
Okay. Wait, do you need to close the brackets for the bottom one as well?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I got 2.756.
So it says all the figures on your calculator display.
Oh, all the figures. I got 2.75603,957.
7. Yeah, and round it to 2 decimal places. What is that?
That is 2.76.
Well done. 2.76. Okay, we're getting the hang of this thing. Use the inverse function to do these. Okay. Yes, take a look at this one. So, question A, I'll just say sine x. Sine x equals 0.562. The opposite of sine is this sine with the -1. And so that's what gets rid of x. So if it was plus sine, the opposite would be minus, or times sine, the opposite would be divide. It's a bit like square root. And so the opposite is that sine to -1 of 0.562. And so with your calculator to get that, you press shift first. And then when you press sine, it gets you that yellow sign -1 above it. It's called arc sine.
Okay. How do you do it again?
So you press like shift sign. So you press shift first.
Okay, yeah, go on. Do you have to round it?
Yeah, 1 decimal place.
Okay. 34.2.
Well done. 34.2. So the sine of an angle is 0.562. So like that's some of the stuff we were doing earlier. And so the original angle was 34.2. Okay. How about part B? And they I used x to be the unknown. They for an unknown angle, they use this letter called theta.
Okay.
Rhymes with cheetah. So question B. So the cos of an angle is 0.805. How would you get what the angle is?
Jeez.
Or how do you get rid of cosine?
Do you do the opposite of the cosine?
Yep. So what do you get for that one?
You get wait, is this one calculator?
Yep. So it'd be like this time it's like shift cos 0.85, 0.805.
Okay.
So try that one. What do you get?
I get 36.4.
So that is 36.4 degrees. Okay. How about question C?
Okay. So you need to get rid of the tan. So is there an opposite of tan? Yeah. Okay. So you do the opposite of tan, and it will go to the zero thing. It's called zero thing equals 0.246.
It should be like arctan, tan minus 1, 0.426.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tan. Yeah. And then after that, you should get 0, 1. You should get 13.8.
13.8 degrees. Let's see. So shift tan. Oops. Hang on. Previous one was 36.4, and then shift tan 0.246. 13.8. Well done. Okay, let's try D, E, and F.
Okay. So for this one, you have to do the opposite of sin to get rid of them.
Yeah, and that's called arc sine, arc cos, arc tan. That's what they're called.
Okay, so you have to do arc sine. So then it will be down to 0 equals 4/5.
So theta will be equal to arc sine 4/5.
Yeah. Then that would equal that would equal 53.1.
Great. How about A?
E. So you have to do arc cosine.
Yep.
So then it will be what was the name for the one with the line in again?
Theta. Up here.
Okay, so it'll be theta arc cosine 11 over 14.
Yep.
And that is 38.2.
8.2 degrees. And weird one, F.
Okay, for F you need to do arctangent. And so it'll be theta arctangent 8.5 over 11.5. And that would be 36.5.
6.5 degrees. And do I have the answers? 36.5 degrees for that one. Yes, great. Any questions there?
No.
Okay, this is going well. Okay, so now we're going to put it together. So these are the 5 steps. Basically, so we'll do 4A. You're given a triangle. This side is 12 centimeters. This side is 15. You have to figure out what is the angle. So we can follow our 5 steps that we've been doing. So first, label the sides. So 12 and 15, what are those sides?
12 and 15. 15 is, 12 is opposite.
Yep.
And 15 is the hypotenuse.
Yep. And so the label, now you have to select, is it sine, cos, or tan? And we use this SOHCAHTOA to abbreviate it down. So sine of the angle is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine of the angle is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent of the angle is opposite over adjacent. And so this first one, is it sine, cos, or tan?
It is sine.
Yes. And so next we write out the formula. So I've written that out already. 4 is you sub in the values. So what goes where?
Do you have to do arc sine?
So just sub in to this one. So it's sine, the angle is called x. What is the opposite? What is the hypotenuse for this one?
The hypotenuse 15 centimeters.
Yeah. And the opposite?
12.
Yes. And so sine x is equal to 12 over 15. And so how do you get the angle x?
You need to get rid of sine.
Yep.
You do arc sine.
Yep.
So it will be x equals arc sine 12, 15.
Yep. Where is that?
And that is 53.1.
Okay, I'm just going to move that one there. 53.1 degrees. And so that angle is 53.1 degrees. So we can use the calculator to calculate the size of the angle if you know 2 of the other sides in a right angle triangle. Okay, question B. Same idea.
There's gonna be okay. Is the 7 centimeter one the hypotenuse?
Yep.
And 3 centimeters is the adjacent.
Yep.
So that one is cosine.
Yep. And so what is the formula for cosine?
Cosine x equals 3/7.
Yep. Okay, solve.
So you need to get rid of cosine. So you do arc cosine. Cosine 3/7.
Yeah.
And that is 64.6.
Okay. And around 64.6 is it? Take your word for it. And how about question C?
Question C. 7.2 is the adjacent,
Mm-hmm.
and 4.5 is opposite.
Yeah.
Then that means it is tangent.
Yep.
So it would be tan x equals 4.5 over 7.2.
Hold on.
And then you would have to do x equals arc tangent.
Yep.
4.5 over 7.2.
That's it.
And that is 32 point 32.1.
Okay. And it stuff can be 0.0 in case that's ever a thing. So 53.1, 64.6, 32.1. So that one was 53.1, 64.6, 32.0.
Rounded it off.
Okay. Yeah, so just watch out for that. But yeah, those 5 steps: label the sides, select sine, cos, or tan, write out the formula, sub into the formula, and then solve it. Any questions about those?
No.
Okay. Exam question. Let's try it.
Work out the size of angle. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, so wait, where's the angle?
RPQ. So which one is that?
RPQ. That is
So it's like you start at R, you go to P, you go to Q, and a quick way is the middle letter, P. So it's that one.
Oh, okay.
So I'll call it X or something.
Okay, so the opposite is R. Wait, no, only do the ones with the numbers. Oh, I see. So the adjacent is 17.
Mm-hmm.
The hypotenuse is 25.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then do you, this one would be cosine,
Yep.
yeah, this one's cosine.
Yeah.
And the formula would be cosine
Mm-hmm.
Equals x.
Cosine of X.
Cosine
I'll just
equal.
say it's cosine of the angle, something like that. So what is A and H?
A and H. It would be 17 over 25.
Yeah, adjacent over
100.
hypotenuse. That is 17 over 25. Okay.
And then you have to get rid of the cosine. So you would do what is it called again? Arc cosine.
Yep.
Arc cosine 1725.
Yep.
And that would be 47.2.
47.2 degrees. There we go. 47.2. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Let me think. That's all right. Let's try this one.
Okay. Calculate the size of an angle. Okay, so 37 is the adjacent, and 86 is the opposite. So is this one sine?
The sine is opposite.
Tangent.
Yes.
It's tangent.
Tangent. Yep. Okay. Formula.
So the formula would be tangent x equals or y actually equals 37 over 86.
You made a mistake. What is the formula?
The formula
So you have TOA. So this one is tangent. What is the O? What is the A?
opposite. Oh, okay. So it would be 86 over 37.
Yes. And so that's why it's good to write the formula out. So tan x is 86 over 37. Because with tangent, the top number can be bigger. With the other two, it can't.
Okay, so then now it will be arctangent. Arctangent 86 over 37. And that is 66.7.
66.7 degrees. So that angle is 66.7 degrees. Well done, 3 marker. Great. Any questions about that?
No.
This is going well. This one. That's fine. It's just the same thing. What is this weird one? Let's see. That's similar. That's okay. I think that's fine. This is very weird. Let's not yet do that. Let's do this one. We've defined the angle x. How do we do this?
So with this one, 18 is the hypotenuse. And 5.2 is the no, the opposite.
So 5.2 would be the opposite in the little triangle, and so the hypotenuse for the little triangle would be CD. What would be for the total angle if you were to do it that way, like a big triangle?
It would be 15.6 centimeters.
Yeah, so that would be the opposite. Okay, what's next? So that's opposite.
So this one would be sine. So it would be sine x equals.
Hang on, sine of the angle.
Sine of the angle.
Formula.
Okay. So would it be 15.6 over 18?
Yes, but that's not the formula. Opposite over hypotenuse. There's a reason why. 15.6 over 18. What is the angle?
The angle is x and 30 degrees.
Well done. So that's like x plus 30. Okay, how do we solve this one?
You would have to do arcsine. Wait. Arcsine 15.6 over 18. And that would be 60.0.
Are you sure? Is it 60.1?
Oh no, yeah, 60.1, sorry.
Okay. Is that full marks?
I think I didn't write x equals arc sine.
That's fine. X isn't 60 plus 1. X plus 30 is 60.1. So how do you get what x is?
Oh. So, to get what x is, it would be, you have to do 5.2 over 18.
No. X plus 30 is 60.1. You have to get what number x is.
Oh, so you take away 30 from 60.1?
Yeah.
So, x is 30.1.
X is 30.1 degrees. Yes. So this total angle in the big triangle is 60.1. This is 30, so this must be 30.1. And 30.1, so that was a 4 marker. So it has a bit of extra stuff going on. Oh, yes, I can show you something. I'll show you something in a minute, maybe. Revision type question. We don't need to do revision type of question. While we're here. Okay. This time we have to calculate the length of the angle DE. So I'll call that X. This time, instead of given two sides and find an angle, you're given angle and side, and you have to find a side. Just follow the same steps.
Okay. So, x is the thing. So, would it be, would 25 be the opposite?
Right angle is here. What's the name of the side opposite the right angle?
FE.
Yep. What's that?
25 meters.
Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse?
Opposite.
It is the hypotenuse. Maybe, hang on, before we do this, I need to unmelt your brain. This thing again. So remember we were here at this part. Sine x plus 30.
Yeah.
I shall show you some magic. So you have this calculator I sent you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sine. See the x under the on?
The x under. Yeah.
Top right. So you can do x plus 30. Close the bracket. Do you see the over the calc button on the left side? You have like solve and equals.
Yeah.
So if you press alpha, which is like shift 2 or something, and then calc, you get the equal sign. Like red. Alpha is red. You get the red equal sign.
I can't see that it's turning red.
So you see the calc button?
Yeah.
So press alpha, which is above it, and then calc, and you should get an equal sign.
Yeah, I got equal sign.
Okay, and then fraction button, 15.6 over 18. But you don't press equals, you have to do something special. Tell me when you have that.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, this time you press shift calc for solve.
Shift count. Okay.
And you have to pick a starting number, like a guess number. So I usually pick lucky number 7. So I press 7. Like I guess that X is 7. You can guess any number you like. And then you press equals twice.
Okay.
And what does it say?
It says 30.1.
Yep. And so that's another way that we can do these. So you can literally just put the whole thing into your calculator. That will make things easy for us. So we'll go back to this one here. Okay, 25 is the hypotenuse. What is the x side?
X is the opposite.
Yep. Okay. Sine, cos, or tan?
Sine.
Yeah. Formula?
So the formula. Wait, do we have to do it like we did before?
Always. Always.
Okay, so you do sine what is that?
Of the angle?
Oh yeah. And then x over 25.
You always skip it. So opposite over hypotenuse. So that's x. That's 25. However, what is the angle?
The angle is 40.
Yes. So sine 40 equals x over 25. Try to put that in your calculator. Sine 40. And you have to close the bracket. Do you remember how to get equals?
I think so. You press alpha, then count.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then x over
X over 25.
Yep.
And then you press shift count.
Yep.
And then any number.
Pick a number, a guess number. And then you can press equals twice.
Okay. I got 16.1.
16.1 looks good to me. 16.1. Great. There we go. 3 marker. Okay. Let me see. That one's going to be fine, I think. Which one? They're all so similar. Are they all really similar? So, okay. I just want to see. Alright, we'll do this one last. How about this?
Okay. So for this one, is it? So would 32 be the opposite?
No.
I mean X.
Yep.
X is opposite. And 32 is the hypotenuse.
Yep.
So then you need to write it. No, it would be sine. So then you need to write it in formula. So sine at the degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse. And next is you do sine 60 degrees equals x over 32.
Yep.
And then you write wait, you can do it in the calculator now.
Yep.
So you do sine 60 sine 60 alpha and calc.
Yep.
And then you do x over 32.
Yep.
And then you press shift and calc.
Yep.
Then choose a random number. Then press enter twice.
Yep.
And then I got 27.7.
So x equals 27.7 centimeters. 27.7. Great. Well done. And so, overall, what would you give yourself for trigonometry?
I think I was pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing great. And so it cuts out a lot of stuff that's difficult if you have the calculator. So you haven't, for the angle stuff, it makes a question like this much easier. As soon as you can get an equation, you can just put it in the calculator. For this stuff, I mean, what you didn't even notice was how would you even rearrange an equation like this? You'd have to times both sides by 32. So we cut that out. And then next time, if you want, we can continue this because then x is on the bottom, but it wouldn't even make any difference really because it's all the same. So will we finish this next time or something else?
Something else.
Okay. Any topic in particular, or should I pick?
You can pick.
Okay. Any questions for me in general?
Yeah. When should I return the calculator?
Just when you finished your GCSE or whatever, you can post it back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well done, Carlos. You did great. I look forward to chatting again next week.
Me too.
Thanks. Have a good week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.